जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन
यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। रीडिंग फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 1 चैप्टर 9 टेक्स्ट नंबर 47। तुष्टुवुर्मुनयो हृष्टा कृष्णं तद्गूह्यनामभिः। ततस्ते कृष्ण हृदया स्वाश्रमान् पर्ययो पुनः। तुष्टुवुर्मुनयो विहृष्टा कृष्णं तद्गूह्यनामभिः। ततस्ते कृष्ण हृदयाः स्वाश्रमान् प्रययु पुनः। तुष्टवुः satisfied. Munaya, the great sages, headed by Vyasadeva. Krishtaha, all in a happy mood. Krishnam, unto Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead. Tat is Guhya, confidential. Namabhihi, by his holy name, etc. Tataha, thereafter. They. Krishna Hridaya, persons who always bear Lord Krishna in their hearts. Swa Ashraman, to their respective hermitages. Prayayu, return. Punah, again. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. All the great sages and glorified Lord Shri Krishna was present there by confidential Vedic hymns. Then all of them returned to their respective hermitages, bearing always Lord Krishna within their hearts. Please repeat. All the great sages
always says,
then glorified Lord Shri Krishna,
Lord Shri Krishna,
who was present there,
is present there,
by confidential Vedic hymns.
the knowledge of Vedic hymns,
Then all of them returned
and all of them,
to their respective hermitages,
respective and meditative,
bearing always
then always
Lord Krishna within their hearts.
Krishna is in their heart.
Of course. The devotees of the Lord are always in the heart of the Lord. And the Lord is always in the hearts of the devotee. That is a sweet relation between the Lord and his devotee. Due to unalloyed love and devotion for the Lord, the devotees always see him within themselves. And the Lord also, although he has nothing to do and nothing to aspire to, is always busy in attending to the welfare of his devotee. For the ordinary living being, the law of nature is there for all actions and reactions, but is always anxious to put his devotees on the right path. The devotees, therefore, are under the direct care of the Lord. And the Lord also voluntarily puts himself under the care of his devotees only. So all the sages headed by Vyasadeva were devotees of the Lord, and therefore they chanted the Vedic hymns after the funeral ceremony just to please the Lord, who was present there personally. All the Vedic hymns are chanted to please Lord Shri Krishna. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 15.15. All the Vedas, Upanishads, Vedanta, etc. are seeking him only, and all hymns are for glorifying him only. The sages therefore perform the exact acts suitable for the purpose, and they happily departed for their respective hermitages. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tushtuvur Munayo Rishta Krishnam Tad Guhya Nama Vihi Tataste Krishna Hridayaha Swa Ashraman Kayayu Punah. All the great sages then glorified Lord Shri Krishna, who was present there, the confidential Vedic hymns. Then all of them returned to their respective hermitages, bearing always Lord Krishna within their hearts. Now, Bhishma Deva has departed, and his final rituals have been completed. So, all the sages, innumerable, we don't know how many are there. They all glorified Krishna. And then, how did they glorify? By Guhya Nama Bihi. Guhya. Because each one of them, when you take a initiation, Diksha, especially you take the Brahman Diksha. Of course, they're already Brahmanas, these great sages, so they also got Diksha. So at that time, the Guru tells you some mantras in your ears, supposed to be confidential. So they were all chanting those mantras. And you can imagine what kind of atmosphere must be there, Rituals are taking place, and everybody is chanting the Vedic mantras. And even after that, they glorified Krishna by chanting mantras. And these devotees are so exalted that they have Krishna Hridaya, Krishna in their heart, always there, you know. So just went back to their Swa Ashraman, Swa, their own ashram. So we see Srila Prabhupada here in this purport talks about that how there is a relationship. Actually, there is a relationship between each jiva and Krishna. But then some recognize this, some don't. And those who recognize and not only recognize, they follow it. They want to build it up, you know, as you say, building up the relationship. You can imagine in material world, when you have to build up relationship, how much work we have to do. We have to serve, we have to, you know, we have to communicate, we have to reciprocate, and then some relationship is built. Same way, Krishna is also supreme person. He is a person. He is not some nirvishesha. He is not shunya. He is person. He is a form, Satchidananda Vigraha. So we establish that relationship. For a devotee especially, it's very easy because that's his goal of his life, to just bring Krishna in the center of his heart. And Krishna, in the same way, reciprocates. He also wants to stay in the hearts of the devotee. Because what is sitting in our heart is Krishna's expansion. Paramatma is not Bhagavan. But for a devotee, Krishna sits in the heart as Bhagavan also. Paramatma is there, of course. That means you see his form, his paraphernalia, his activities, his everything. So, Krishna declared to Rukmini that he wants to stay in the hearts of his devotees. He wanted to know where does he stay? What is his place of residence? He said, you come home so late, you don't want to stay with the yogis, so where do you want to stay? What shall we do? So Krishna actually gave a hint to even Rukmini that if she was a devotee, of course. But still Krishna says that yes, look, never ever think of not being my devotee. Because the moment you think like that, then I'm gone out of your heart. If you want to capture Krishna, you know, like Bilva Mangal Thakur, he says, I want to steal you away. Steal you, put in my heart, and then nobody should be able to take you away. So, you know, I will imprison you. I'll put shackles in your feet when you come in my heart so that you can't move. So that's a prayer of a prayer devotee. So exalted. We sometimes think like that, but we need to practice a lot. You know, we are still aspiring to become something. So here, Krishna also declares that he declares 2-3 things for the devotee. Your devotee will never vanquish. Then Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. So I take care of what the devotee lacks and maintain what he has. And then the Prabhupada says, Krishna is always anxious to put his devotees on the right path. Because we tend to divert, we tend to stray. So Krishna brings us back as long as we recognize him. So all these sages, they were naturally so happy. It's so rare because they had to now wait for one day of Brahma to see Krishna again, which is 4.3 million years. 4.3 million multiplied by 1,000, multiplied by 2. That much you have to wait. So you can imagine how fortunate they are. Of course, they would be taking darshan of Krishna in some other planets, I think. because this is a Nitya Leela, it keeps happening in some planet or the other, some universe or the other. But still, the devotee does not want to miss an opportunity. That's why in the material world we see, whenever devotees get a chance to go to Mayapur, Vrindavan, Tirupati, whoever is your, there, long, you rush. As they say, at the drop of a hat, you just rush there because that's so important. So now, Prabhupada says that Krishna needs to be pleased, and that's why this whole Vedic hymns are written only to please Krishna. And he gives that all the scriptures talk like that, just to glorify him only. And so they just perform that act. And their life was successful. The same way we can make our life successful. I'd like to stop here. Thank you very much. If you have any question, comment, you can take it up. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna.